Hi there guys, it's Pip here, and today I wanted to share with you a bit about my marketing niche. So as you all know, I am within my own business, and I just wanted to share this with you today so that it would help you decide who it is that you want to target if you are thinking of starting your own business like me. And if you want to learn a bit more about that, have a look in the comments and the link below. So, my niche, I wanted to help university kids, or people kind of my age, so kind of 18 to kind of late 20s. You know, the kind of people who might be in their first jobs. I think young people these days get a bit of a rough deal. You know, people leave school, they work really hard to get their first job, and kind of fed this idea that if you get good grades and you work hard and you go to university, a job is automatically going to follow, and that university is a natural next step after school, but it doesn't always go that way, and a lot of people don't know the alternatives. When I went to school, apprenticeships were quite frowned upon. They were kind of looked as taken by people who were not of university standards, so a kind of a substandard population, and I think that's awful. Thankfully, since I've left in the last few years, apprenticeships have really made a comeback, and that stigma is really starting to change. I know, as I say, like when I went to school, if you didn't want to go to university and you had something else you wanted to do, you were kind of ignored by the school itself, I guess. They didn't put a lot of preparation into helping you find your way. They didn't seem to take any interest. And uni, of course, is great if that's what you decided in yourself that that's what you want to do and you want to commit to. But I don't think many people do actually know what it is that they want to do, because I truly believe that being at school your whole life and kind of not experiencing the real world, how can you possibly know what it is that's out there and what it is that you want? You know, there are certainly jobs out there that had no relation to any of the subjects that I have been taught that are available, and I think we kind of forget that. So there's a lot of confusion for young people, especially young people. They leave university with a good degrees, they've often worked well, their whole life so far to get where they are, and then they have to start all over again at bottom, and we're reliant on employers higher up to give us a chance to prove our worthiness. I think sometimes people at university are dismissed as having a lot of theoretical knowledge from their experience. Quite often that's not the case. I know I went to university to study geography and geology. I didn't stay very long. I pulled out after a month. It just wasn't the place for me. But let me tell you, within that month we already had started having practicals, so it's not always the case. And we're kind of taught that you have to spend the rest of your life, once you've chosen a career, working your way up to the top. But in this day and age, people move around a lot. There's not the same job stability, there's 0-hour contracts. A lot of the time the management is kind of formulated and set, and you're not able to break into that. And I know people think that's what we should do, but it's very hard work. And if you're anything like me, you'll be a few years into your job, and I personally felt quite stuck. I wanted more training, I wanted to develop on from where I am. I'm a facilities assistant. You might have the word assistant in your job title as well. And I just think that there's a lot of young people out there, maybe you're a young person yourself like me, that could could really do with a guiding hand, could really do with somebody to mentor and coach you. And this is what the SFM, the Six Figure Mentors, did for me. It didn't kind of decide that that's where I was and that's where I was going to stay. It gave me a set linear format, and I have experienced so much support since I've been there from people I don't even know. You know, complete strangers coming up to me or writing on my posts and saying, well done, I feel the same, or brilliant, thank you for sharing, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I want to help all you young guys out there. If you are struggling, your job title does not define you, you've got so much in you. And if you would like to find out a bit more about this opportunity, about the Six Figure Mentors, certainly feel free to click on the link below. We'll just send you out 7 videos so you can have a look for yourself, decide what's best for you, and decide, you know, what path it is that you want to take. Hopefully it'll at least spark a few ideas. So if you're open-minded enough, click on that and feel free just to check us out. Alright, that's all from me today. So keep your chin up, keep going, you take care. Bye bye now.